Hello everyone, I'm the BanjoKazooie Editor-in-Chief Justin Joseph, and I have the utmost pleasure of delivering our website's first ever collection of videos to coincide with our annual Holiday Buyer's Guide. This is a 5-part series, and our third entry is all about this year's Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3 exclusives. There are a handful of them, so enjoy listening about the ones that you should pay attention to the most as you decide what to pick up for the 2008 holiday. To make this as straightforward as possible, I'll simply talk about all the titles for the Xbox 360 and then transition into the PlayStation 3. There's no sense in bouncing back and forth if it might confuse someone. Okay, to start things off, we have an RPG exclusive to the 360, and I speak of Fable II. Our executive director Jared Nickel states that despite the large number of bugs and glitches set to be fixed next month, there's still a fun game to play. Your decisions shape the progression of Albion, and your experience can be different every time you come back. Western RPGs in general are moving in this direction more and more, similar to games like Mass Effect, and Fable II is another fine representative for the holiday season. For those of you who are hardcore Rare fans, a franchise that saw no life last generation has been revived in the form of BanjoKazooie Nuts and Bolts. If you're a fan of the series, by all means pick this one up for the holiday. If not, what you have to look forward to is a game that doesn't take itself seriously, which means it's filled with laugh-out-loud humor, in addition to the vehicle customization-driven gameplay. It's amazing what you can put together, so it's just a matter of experimenting in the various missions you take on. If intense action and violence are your thing, you couldn't go wrong with investing in Epic Games' Gears of War 2. Bigger, badder, and better in most cases, it doesn't get much better than this sequel to the 2005 360 hit. More effective cover, execution animations, sweet weapons, online campaign co-op for 2 players, and 12 players for online competitive, and you have here one heck of a package to look into if you own a 360 and love shooters. A great holiday gift. To cap off the 360 titles, we'd like to throw out there another RPG that unfortunately flew under the radar. Lost Odyssey from Mistwalker, a studio comprised of former Square Enix employees, is responsible for this wonderful game. Players can enjoy a quest filled with legitimate emotion, juvenile humor, intense visuals thanks to Unreal Engine 3, an incredible soundtrack, and a battle system that borrows elements from Final Fantasy and Legend of Dragoon. The plot isn't the most exciting ever, but this potentially 70+ hour quest offers plenty of bang for your buck. So that's 4 Xbox 360 exclusives that you should definitely consider for your holiday shopping needs, and now we head over to the PlayStation universe with 5 very worthwhile games. You might wonder how there could be more PS3 titles in this regard, and the answer is simple. The Xbox is 1 year older, so it has more quality games already. Now it's the PS3's turn to shine. Anyway, let's not waste any time shying away from the PS3's most epic title of 2008. Solid Snake fans, I'm indeed referring to Metal Gear Solid 4: Guns of the Patriots. My good friend Jared Nickel had the distinct pleasure of awarding this game BanjoKazooie's first ever 10 out of 10 score, and it remains that way. We don't necessarily think it's a perfect game, just a masterpiece in all regards. It's not very often that a game comes by that features such wonderful gameplay balance and excellent fan service in all directions. Couple that with the Metal Gear database, which chronicles the entire franchise, and the free-of-charge multiplayer component, Metal Gear Online. Hideo Kojima went more than all out with this title, which means if you don't have it yet and own a PS3, then seriously, what the hell are you waiting for? Support this game for the 2008 holiday. Now perhaps you don't own an Xbox 360, and therefore haven't had the chance to play BanjoKazooie's 2007 Game of the Year. If that's the case, we strongly encourage that you check out the PlayStation 3 version of Bioshock. While the only significant differences lie in graphical touch-ups and the downloadable challenge rooms, the world of Rapture is a must to be experienced. This first-person shooter helped redefine what chilling atmosphere is all about in video games, and the developers somehow pulled this off with a mute protagonist that is the story. The Little Sisters are also sure to test your moral standards, so by all means play this one during the holidays if you've yet to do so. Since we're on the topic of shooters, I might as well talk about the PlayStation 3 exclusive that I recently had the privilege to review, Resistance 2. While it doesn't top the console's launch title Fall of Man in all regards, it does for the most part, and we couldn't be happier. The Chimera have invaded America, and it's up to you as Lieutenant Nathan Hale of Sentinel Echo Squad to drive them out. Wicked weapons, intense graphics and atmospheric audio, nice music, and incredible multiplayer make this a must-have for the PlayStation 3 owners' holiday. Also, 8-player co-op and up to 60 for competitive matches. No other console shooter to date can claim to feature this. What has us personally excited about the PS3 this year, other than Guns of the Patriots of course, is the one title from Media Molecule that will compete head-to-head with Hideo Kojima's masterpiece for PlayStation 3 2008 Game of the Year, LittleBigPlanet. Fellow gamers, the words play, create, and share on the back of the game's box is a gross understatement for what LittleBigPlanet has already accomplished and will continue to. Media Molecule's efforts have produced a game that will forever be seen as the standard for all future user-generated content in our industry. It's such a seamless process, too, which makes the fact that the game is also an insanely fun 2D platformer with beautiful graphics and great music a must for the PS3 this holiday. Add to that off and online co-op, and we have another masterpiece. Last but certainly not least is a title similar to Resistance 2 in that it succeeds a PlayStation 3 launch title. Motorstorm Pacific Rift is quite the appropriate sequel to the original game, offering more locations, more vehicles, realistic environmental physics and effects, wicked off and online multiplayer, and great graphics to boot. Hopefully that clues you into the fact that this is a racing franchise, and one that Sony can truly call its own. If you're in the market for a hybrid arcade and simulation racer for your PlayStation 3 over this year's holiday, then you just heard about one. So there you have it, and hopefully this information is helpful to you. Be sure to check out our videos for the other systems when you have a minute. You won't regret it. Nevertheless, from all of us here at ProjectCoe.com, we wish all of you a very happy holiday season and hope you continue following our extensive coverage. Thanks guys, and I'll see you soon.